To be chosen many times can push you into an uncomfortable place. Being chosen by God creates many times and in many instances major conflict in your life. Well, Pastor Charles, you mean to tell me that being chosen by God has the potential of creating conflict in my life? Yes, being chosen by God has great potential for putting conflict in your life. Well, can you prove that to me in the Word of God? If you go back and you look at even in the beginning, Adam and Eve that were chosen to be placed in the garden, there was conflict that came about in the garden. If you go to the book of Genesis and you look at the life of Joseph, there was major conflict in his life because he had been chosen by God. And he decided to share the fact that he felt like he was chosen and had been given these dreams. And as a result of him making it known that he was chosen, major conflict came up between him and his siblings. So being chosen in many instances will cause conflict in your life. Okay, well, who else? Let's look at the great patriarch Moses, the chosen deliverer of Israel. Being chosen is not an easy place. And we all say all the time that I want to be used by God. I want to be chosen by God. But do you really want to be chosen? It comes with a price. Look at your neighbor and say, it comes with the price. And ask them, are you willing to pay the price? It's a high price. It's a costly price. And so it is this Moses that was chosen to be the deliverer of a nation. And he has to go to Pharaoh, and there is major conflict with him having to go to Pharaoh. It is not an easy place being chosen. And the list just goes on and on and on. If we would even look at Christ, chosen to be the Redeemer of all mankind, it came with a high price. And the question is, if you want to be used by God, if you want to be anointed by God, if you want to be set aside as a chosen vessel by God, are you willing to pay the price? And many times we say to God, I want you to use me and I want you to take my life and use it for your glory, and we don't stop to count up the cost. And so subsequently, when we find ourselves in positions and places of being used by God, and as a result there's major conflict, we're ready to run.